Kahalai Mai Hawa Bashim Yashai Bashim Rakudas Stone. Peace. Peace and salutation to this day. Um, so the title of this one is gonna be Love the Lord, hate the evil. I think I put for sown in righteousness. For the light is sown. Or ye that love the Lord, hate evil, for light is sown for the righteous and gladness for the upright in heart. Yeah. Which ultimately, building upon the last video, you have to love the Lord with all that heart and all that soul, which those that have the light do so. Right? So it says, Psalms 37 verse 5 says, "Commit thy way unto the Lord and trust also in Him, and He shall bring it to pass." Yeah, cause He said, if you have faith of a mustard seed, you shall tell this mountain to remove yonder place, and it shall be done to you. So it says, verse 6, "And He shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him." Right, labor to enter into rest. Right, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Fret not thyself because of him that prospereth in the way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger. Yeah, because you see Esau. You see 2/3. You see they're having a good old time in this world. Ultimately, it's not for us to enjoy this kingdom as they do. They enjoy themselves here. They live you know, luxurious, peaceable lives, which the luxury don't come for us on this side. We have to wait for ours. We have to wait. We have to do much tribulation. You must enter into the kingdom, right? So you don't have to go through much tribulation to find that rest. All right. It says, "Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. But yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yet thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be." America is the number one wicked place. Right? And on top of that, all the workers of iniquities shall be rooted out, as that scripture say. So it's the that's the importance of what the meek shall inherit the earth, right? It says, "And shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace," right? Because the peace is ultimately what the Lord how shall I come with, right? With healing his wings, yeah, coming with destruction, but ultimately that's for peace, right? Because you have balance, perfect balance. The Lord working with. The Lord is working with a perfect balance, man. Okay. It says, Proverbs 15:8. It says, "The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is His delight." Like the prayer of the upright. That's why the scripture say, "Pray without ceasing." I pray to be counted worthy to escape the things that's come upon the earth. Right? Pray that you may labor, enter into rest. Pray that you're worthy that you're accounted to escape. But it say Matthew 10, we go into a city inquiring who's worthy, right? And and teach them this word, because this gospel is for the elect. Like when you just talk to any random person on the street, and you ain't gonna want to converse with them about the scriptures. You high and by, all right. For the most part, unless you got tenderoni, you might trying to deal with. Then you're gonna have to converse a little bit more, whatever the case may be. But for the most part, even that is a chore in today's world, because the average person is just a simpleton out there. Okay, so even having a conversation, you look at these people, and they have a simple look on their face, and they don't know much about anything outside of America, anyways. So it says, Select it. Real quick. Thing froze up. It says Isaiah chapter 16, verse 1. It says, "Arise and shine, all right, for thy light is come." That light, that understanding. The scripture say the light shall not go down upon our dwelling any longer. So when the Lord come, right, and the glory of thy rising, the Lord shall be the glory of the Lord is risen up upon thee. So like for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Right? Because they all gonna know that we are those people. You know, last week we was out there. These these small hatters came up there and they said, "Are y'all the real people? Y'all the real?" They were being funny, you know, and they were, but it's too bad that the camera didn't catch that then. But they was like, "Y'all the people, y'all the people." So you know, we had to. Obviously, they knew who we were, but we had to play along because you know you had to tell them, you know, what's going on. You know, we had to converse with these little devils. But everybody shall see the glory of the children of Israel, right? But first, we have to be put in this captivity, all right, and be made of no reputation like the Lord was, all right. It said the servant is not greater than the master, all right. Verse 3 it says, "And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising, all right. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, right, and shall mount up as wings, as eagles with wings, right." And that's ultimately what we're looking for, to mount up, to upgrade. That's an upgrade. When you're able to do things like that, that's an upgrade. All right. You're able to never die. All right. You're able to live forever. You know, these are upgrades, man. That ultimately the Lord's gonna give us. All right. It says, "Lift up the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thy eyes round about, and see all they gather themselves together. They come to thee, thy sons shall come from afar, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side." And the slaves the one gonna do it. All right. Because we're gonna be in our light, in our glory, in our power. All right. The sun shall not go down upon thy dwelling. Ultimately, we're always gonna be in a great state. The understanding, we're never gonna lose the understanding, right? Because that's going into the light, the understanding. Like when you deal with we deal with the perfected lights, right? The woman and the thumbin, they were perfected, they were lights, you know, of understanding. Just like today, you have the modern day device, you know, that you get all this information from, you know, you're able to communicate. So the perfected lights, the Lord said, knowledge will increase, and we're in the time of the end. So that's why it says many shall run to and fro, and what are they running to? To the highways and byways to prophesy. It says make it plain upon tables that he may what run that readeth it. All right. So you're running to and fro, and the knowledge being increased. Because you see the brothers that's teaching, you know. So it says, Wisdom Psalm 7 and verse 24. It says, "Wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath and power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty." Pure, like a pure light. The Hebrew word tahar, pure light, like a pure, perfected light, pure understanding. Okay. For she is the breath of power. The white Lord said, First John 2 and 20, you have unction from the Holy One, know all things. That's a pure understanding. All right. That's what ultimately the Lord's bringing us to, a pure understanding. It says, "For she is the breath of the power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no undefiled thing enter into or fall into her. For she is the brightness of the everlasting, all right, the unspotted mirror of the power of the Most High, and the image of His goodness." It says no undefiled thing can fall into her. So if you come into this truth, the Lord, you know, he's seeing something in you. Now you have to endure, but only the elect can endure. Only the precious fruit, right? But it says no undefiled thing can fall into her. So you have to be able to what try be tried by the spirit of wisdom to what does it say? It says to be tried by her crooked ways, all right? That she may find you worthy of her, all right? Like a woman, she's trying you. She's trying you all times. From the moment you meet her, every little thing is like a trial, you know. And anyways, the woman is like a trial, anyways, in the modern day world because she ain't sure as any goddamn way. She's just like a rental for the most part, all right? Because that's how they move, you know. So the wisdom is in that way is a bit of a she's treacherous. She'll try you, you know, like any woman would. You know? But if you find acceptable, she yield the most peaceable fruit. All right, she'll yield the most peaceable fruit, man, to you, man. All right, because it's all about being found fit to stand before the Lord. All right, it says at the brightness of his appearing, the brightness of his coming, right? Which is ultimately a beautiful thing. But it says, Wisdom Psalm 7:26, for she is the brightness of the everlasting wisdom, the unspotted mirror of the power of the Most High, and the image of His goodness. All right, the image of His goodness. And being but one, she can do all things. All right, and remaining herself, she make it all things new. Right, the Greek word kind of means refreshed. Right, the earth's gonna be made refreshed when that light, the power of the Father and the Son, come down here and destroy this place and deliver the elect. Deliver the elect. That's all. That's the gospel's about. The deliverance of the children of Israel. Like when you read the first song, it speaks about us leaving the song of Moses, us leaving the land of Egypt. The second Moses, or the second song, the new song, if you will, the second death, the deliverance gonna be from the second death here in Babylon, the burning fire, the burning lake of fire, as the Christian would say, the lake of fire. Well, the lake of fire is gonna be here in Babylon. Okay, so it says Baruch chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, for the Most High have appointed every high hill and banks of long continuance should be cast down. Yep, all the rulerships and valleys are filled up to make even the ground that Israel may go safely in the glory of the Lord. Scripture say, Israel shall dwell in safety alone by themselves. Then these motherfucking heathens, no one shall trouble these. You know, Esau, they gonna come back in power. All of a sudden, these motherfuckers gonna seduce their way back into the into the good graces of the Most High. That's not how it works. The scripture say, though he sought it carefully with tears, Hebrews 12, 16. It says, 5 and verse 7, to make even the ground and that Israel may walk safely in the glory of the Lord. Uh, Moreover, even the woods and every sweet smelling tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of the Most High. That goes protected. All right, it's gonna be the high tree, the high cedar tree, the high green tree. Right. It says, for the Most High shall lead Israel with joy in the light of His glory, with the mercy and righteousness that cometh from Him. Right, the Lord shall lead Israel with joy. You're gonna rejoice, because it said His glory shall be seen upon thee. You know, so that's gonna be the culmination of our ministry, man. When the Lord returns, that's what it's all about. But we ain't gonna be teaching for 700 years, waiting on. It's gonna come quick in this lifetime because the prophecy's already speeding up. Everything's already moving. You already got all kind of chess pieces. The Most High is like the ultimate chess player. He's moving the chess pieces, the pawns in the game, like that one book. Um, I think it was like Rudolph R. Winslow or something like that, or maybe it was the other devil. Um, but yeah, the pawns again, that's a good one. Okay, because everybody's being moved as the chess piece. But the elites are the chess piece on the left hand side, and we're the chess piece on the right hand side. The brothers out there that understand this truth and that teach this truth. They say, "I believe, therefore I have spoken." So it says, Wisdom of Solomon 10, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 10 and verse 15. It says, "She delivered the righteous people and blameless seed from the nation that oppressed them. And she entered into the soul of the servant of the Lord and withstood dreadful kings, wonders, and signs, rendered to the righteous a reward of their labors, and guided them in a marvelous way." Yeah, the spirit of wisdom is going to render to the righteous a reward of their labors and guide them in a marvelous way, and was unto them for a cover of by day and light of stars in the night season, and brought them through the Red Sea and led them through much water. Yeah. But the Lord, his presence always been, there for Israel. If not, we would have perished. The scripture say, "In my wrath I smote thee," not for thy destruction. But the Lord said, Lo, I mean, I'm not your God, you're not my people. And ultimately, he'll turn back his hand to the remnant and recover them a second time from the land of the north. So it said, Wisdom Solomon 10 and 17, it said, "Render to their righteous reward of their labors, guided them in a marvelous way, and was unto them by covered by day and the light of stars in the night season, brought them through the Red Sea, and led them through much water. But she drowned their enemies and cast them out of the bottom of the deep. Therefore the righteous spoiled the ungodly and praised the holy name of Yahweh Shemashai, uh, the Most High, and magnified one accord thine hand that fought for them. For wisdom opened the mouth of the dumb and made the tongues of them that cannot speak eloquent like Moses." Like Moses, he said, not eloquent, but the Lord said, Go, I put my word in thy mouth. And he told all the prophets, he said, I put my word in thy mouth. And this is the word that you shall speak, This is the word that you shall speak to the house of Israel. It said, lift thy voice like a trumpet. It says, Habakkuk 3 and 3, "For the Most High came from Teman, and the Holy from Mount Paran. Selah, his glory covered the heavens, and his earth was full of his praise. His brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the hiding of his power. Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth out of his feet. Then he stood and measured the earth." All right, so you can see the vision, the brightness of the power of the Lord. Well, in the ancient world, the Lord said, "No man can see the Father and live." That's why the Lord got to be changed, you know, to be able to withstand the presence of the Lord, when He's on the scene. Because the flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. 'Cause the flesh and blood is corruptible. It's a corruptible thing. It says, Micah chapter 7, verse 9, it says, "I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and he execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I will behold his righteousness. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where's the Lord thy power?" Yeah, that's all the unfaithful with that. believe not in the Lord. And, especially to the woman, she's the main. Well, she's the adversary after Esau, because a lot of the times she just not just sincere. You know, the majority of the women have become enemies to the so-called black man. All right? It says, "Where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets." Yeah, because they're gonna die a grievous death because they're unrepentative. All right, they're they have no remorse. So-called black women got no remorse. Nah, but you have you have a contingency of them that have found the Lord, man, because that's the only way to cure the plague that He's put on them. All right? The Lord has He that put the curse has to take the curse away. That's the old rule. You know? The, Revelation 15 and verse 3, and they sang the song of Moses. That's right, the servant of the Most High, the song of the Lamb, saying, "Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord, power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints, the saints, the King of Israel." That's right. It said, Revelation 15 and verse 4, "Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? Thou art holy, for all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest." Yeah. When this place is destroyed, it's going to be manifest that the Lord is the power that judges on the earth, a true power that really exists, and that we've been proclaiming His name, the brotherhood, the body of the prophets, the believers, you know, that have been proclaiming the true name of the Father and the Son. That because the Lord said, "I will show thee, I tell thee my name. This is my name. The elect shall praise His holy name." Right? Anyone that's saying any other contrary name is a anti Messiah, as they said, First John. All right, well, it says in Isaiah 8:20, if they speak not according to His words, because there's no light in them. Right. So it says Daniel chapter to the law, to the testimony. Right. If they speak not according to His words, because there's no light in them. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44. "In the days of those kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, and it shall break in pieces and devour." Yeah, that's the spirit. That's the new heaven and new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. You know? 'Cause this place is a fucking hell. Everywhere you turn, it's a damn pollution central hub. A mole is a mole or some type of androgynous creature. That's you ever been to these fucked up? There's some fucked up place in America like Phoenix. That's a fucked up place. Uh, all over the Mississippi. That's fucked up. That's like West Virginia. These are fucked up places, man. Like deep in Michigan, certain parts and shit like that. Alabama I used to live down there, but the cities are all right. You know, I was still a kid back then, but anyways, it was just everything's different now because this place going down. So the place is getting worse and worse. They're all drug infested, you know. And this is the low land, the low valley, you know. Exodus 4 and verse 10. Moses said unto the Lord, "I'm not eloquent, neither hereto, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue." Right. The Lord said, "With stammering lips and another tongue will I speak to His people." Right. So He chose what they would consider the non-academic scholars, the non. You don't have Pulitzer Prize winners teaching the word, but ultimately we're superior to the Pulitzer Prize winners or the professors of this world. The Lord said the wisdom of man is a foolish thing the Most High. You know, 11 verse. And the Lord said unto him, who had made man's mouth, or who had made him dumb, or deaf, seeing, or the blind? Have I not the Lord? Yeah. The Lord does all these things. Verse 12. Now therefore, go and I will be with thy mouth and teach what, and I shall teach thee what thou shalt say. Right. And the Lord gonna put it in your mouth. Matthew 10 and 20. Right. You shall. It's not G that speaks, Spirit and Father speak. Right. That's why I said meditate not what thou shalt say. If they deliver you up to the court, or to the judge, because ultimately in this society, Jake, we're in the hands of the Lord. We're in the hands of the Heavenly Father at all times, basically. But this devil, he has Revelation 12 and 12 says, he walketh about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. So he's trying to apprehend as many victims as he can to that damn jail cell. That's why all the drugs, all the culture is all about being a nigga. The culture is all just a disease place. If you could call this a culture. You got the so-called Jew, the culture vulture. He's infiltrated the so-called black community. DJ Vlad runs the black community, and Leroy Cohen and all the people, man. They're the ones putting all the imagery in your face. They're the ones that create Summer Walker and them, and all the rest of them. It's an abomination. Sukihana, these are abominable women. All right. Talk about the Hebrew Israelites. Call me a Hebrew Israelite. I want a husband. This bitch is a disgrace, But that's the modern day creation of Small Hatter, the Tunnel Boy. You can thank the Tunnel Boy for all the perversion and all the lewdness and disgusting behavior of the world. Okay, because that's in darkness. The world dwells in darkness. It says, 1 Corinthians 1:26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how there not many wives after the flesh, not many mighty, and not many noble are called. Right? That's right. It's a distinguished set of individuals, but it's all spiritual because they all come from different walks of life, and they all serve different purposes in the body. That says 1 Corinthians 12 chapter 27 verse. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and base things of the world, and things that which are despised have the Most High chosen. Yeah, things which are not to bring to not things that are. Yeah, like Stephen A. Smith is not teaching a word. He's not up there giving a soliloquy. They're controlling Stephen A. Smith and all these guys like Jason Whitlock, all these people. They're all controlled. Like said in the video about Mike Epstein, he said, "Ready to sell out." That's the name of the extender. Because all these people are ready to sell out. They're all ready to buy a nigga cheap. It's an easy purchase. Okay, his soul was not worth much. All right, his allegiance. Okay, they was giving you church's chicken for the jab. They was giving you Nick's citizenship, season pass. Now they ain't even give you no season pass. All it takes is a when you dangle the carrot, the proverbial carrot. It says Proverbs 13 verse 9, the light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Yeah. The this world and its in its way, it says it wax old, right? First Corinthians 7 chapter, it says that the fashion of this world passeth away, right? Using this world but not abusing it. For the fashion of this world passeth away. That this world is waxing old through age. Because the wickedness. Like for instance, if you see a woman and she does a lot of dirt, you know what I'm saying? She got a lot of mileage. It's gonna come on her body. It's gonna appear on her face and all kind of stuff. She can't hide it. Um, and that's this world. That's Esau. That's Esau's kingdom. His place is referred to as that whore, right? To beat up the failed experiment. Like the brother said in his video. Forget who it was. It says Luke chapter 11 verse 35. It says, "Take heed therefore that the light which is in thee be not darkness. If thy whole body therefore be full of light, having no part of the dark, the whole, uh, the whole, the whole light thereof shall be full, as when the bright shining of a candle doeth give thee light." Right? Because that's why I say keep that eye single, man. This world is a seducer. All right. That's why the Lord chose the foolish things of this world to confound the wise, the base things, you know, 'cause that's the power of the Lord showing forth. Like he chose like Yahushua's parents. They wasn't like they said the carpenter, and that's why they said can any good come out of the hood? Can any good come out of Galilee? Or was it Nazareth? Can any good thing come out the hood? You know, nothing good could come out of it. But at the end of the day, the Lord pulls out the best of the best. See, that's where the talent comes out of the hood. The talent comes out of the ghetto. That's where the best ball players and all the people come. They come from the struggle. That's what make it says what the the acceptable men are made in the furnace of adversity or tried, right? Because the goal it has to be put to the most arduous test, all right, to make the purification process, you know, be the most efficient, and you get the best piece of gold. And that's the Lord said, Isaiah 13:12, I make a man more precious than fine gold, than the golden wedge of Ophir, man. The golden wedge of Ophir, the most precious things. The Lord, he said, the Israelite man of the, especially of the Lord of the elect, that's his crown and achievement, if you will, the first fruits. You know, that's why he said he was jealous. Um, he said, I'm jealous over thee with godly jealousy. He that toucheth you touches the apple of my eye. You know? So it say, Proverbs 29:16, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases, but the righteous shall see their fall. That's right. This place gonna go down, and Lord willing, we're able to see it as it says in Revelation the 15th chapter. That's the vision. Revelation 15:1, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, seven angels having the seven last plagues, for in them was filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, standing on the sea. of glass, having the harps of the Most High, and they sang, as it were, the song of the servant, Moses, the servant of the Most High. Oh, which the I think bro had put it up. They sang the song of Moses, yeah, Revelation 15:3, and yep. It says, yeah, they sang the song of the servant Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, "Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord, power almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou art holy, thou only art holy. For all nations shall come and worship before thee, and thy judgments are made manifest." Right. So that's the vision, That's the Isaiah 26:20 being fulfilled. You the elect of Israel, going up with the Lord, right? It said, "Come enter thou into thy chambers," right? For the Lord, He's gonna come out His place to judge the inhabitants of the earth, right? 2 Ezra 4:26. Then He answered me and said, "Thou, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away." Yeah, it's gonna be quick. For the Lord is shortening the days for the elect's sake. Um, it says, 27 verse, "And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities," man. That's right. Ecclesiastes 2:4. "For whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Be patient when I change to a lower state." That's right. And your patience possesses your souls. Fifth verse. For the gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." That's right. Isaiah 13:12. "I'll make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir." That's right. That's why the Lord said, "The precious sons of Zion are poured out." They said, "The comparable to fine gold are poured out as the dust in the street, on the top of the street." Psalms 97 and verse 1. It says, "The Lord reigneth, let the earth rejoice, and let the multitude of isles be glad thereof. Clouds and darkness are round about him, righteousness and judgment are the habitation of his throne. A fire goeth before him, and burneth up his enemies round about. His lightnings enlightened the world, the earth saw and trembled, and the hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the Lord or the whole earth." That's right, because when the Lord comes, it said, Isaiah 66:15, "The slain of the Lord shall be many." Fifth verse, "The hills melted like wax at the presence of the Lord, and as at the presence of the Lord of the whole earth, the heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people shall see his glory. Confounded be all they that serve graven images like JC, and that boast themselves of idols. Worship him all you gods." Yeah, because the Lord said, "You are gods, we shall die like men." Isaiah 82:5. It says, "Zion heard this and was made glad. The daughters of Judah rejoice because of thy judgments," right? Because all gonna benefit the children of Israel. Um, but the righteous shall scarcely be saved. Uh, Verse 9, "For thou, Lord, art high above all the earth, and thou art exalted far above all the powers, all the gods. Yeah, yet ye that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hands of the wicked." All right, out of the hands of Esau. All right, and two turds, like bro would say. It says, "And light is sold for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in the Lord, ye righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. All right. Yeah, so with that, a Kala Imla Yahweh, Bashem Yahshua, Bashem, Wakakodash, double honors to the apostle of the great millstone, and peace that takes to the elect. Shalom.